What role have advocate and sponsor relationships played in your development?
My dearest mentor, the only person I would ever call a mentor, passed away right at the end of South by last year. So we're coming up on Martin's 1-year anniversary of his passing. The beautiful thing about that relationship was it started off in that classic structure, but it became something much more interesting. It became a mutual stewardship. So in the terms of advocates and sponsors, I just don't see it that way. I don't use those words. I think that there's alignment. When you have alignment with what you're doing and what someone else is doing, then they feel compelled to take actions to see that in the world. That's a more powerful way of having it. So there's people that I know, for example, specifically that have taken on things that I've wanted to do, like for example, Heather McKissick from Leadership Austin, right? 5 years ago we met, and she was developing this Emerge curriculum, a number of people are part of, and she was initially recruiting me to join Leadership Austin. And I said, well, I've written this book and so on and so forth, and I'd love to talk about Bootstrap Austin. And she didn't know a lot of those backstories. And so when we actually had a dialogue, it was, I think actually we should bring this MRE framework into the Emerge curriculum. It can be a part of this curriculum. And so to that extent, she was an advocate and a sponsor bringing MRE into that organization, right? And at the same time, it was what the organization needed. I mean, it's a light framework of understanding yourself. It's a very nimble, agile framework. This Emerge curriculum is oriented to young folks in their 20s and 30s, and so was an advocacy, yes, but it was a mutually advantageous thing that was benefiting both things, of course. So I really don't want people to advocate for me. I want us to come to some understanding, and they go, this is the right next thing for us to do, and it happens to be that we've got to take this into my organization. Danny, one of my dear friends, right? I mean, he has advocated for me in so many different ways in his organization, but that was also mutual beneficial for his organization, for his own journey, for whatever it was he was trying to create in the world. So I think those are different words, and maybe it's just about the level of where that's showing up. I think if you're really clear about what you are and you're putting that out in the world and you're being yourself, I'm being joy, I'm bejoying, then the right people show up, and it's an obvious thing for them to go do because it benefits the whole situation.